Hello and welcome to Ask MandRproductions episode 77. I haven't done a sunglasses episode in a while, so I thought I'd throw on some shades and enjoy the episode. This is Ask MandRproductions, so if you do have a question, you can leave it down in the comment section below, or a joke, you can also leave that down there. And if you have a meme to share, you can leave it on the MandRproductions subreddit. Anyway, I did have a giveaway running on for Thor's Weapon Quest on my Marvel Superheroes Challenge video, which I did fail, so I'm going to pick the winner of that real quick. Alright, so to pick our winner, we're going to take the URL of the video. We're going to filter our duplicate users, and we are just going to have a random winner here. This is the best way to pick winners for any type of YouTube contest, and I think that's all of them. Unique commenters 776. Let's pick our winner and find out who won. If you won, you got to email me. It's MandRprod34@gmail.com. You can find that down in the description below. Wow Cringe is our winner, and he said, I got 13 out of 20. Looks like you're pretty good. He said 7 is pretty good considering you don't know much about Marvel, so I agree with that. And congratulations to our winner. Please email me. Anyway, let's go ahead and move right into our first question because we do have quite a few today. Zebes12 says, if you could personally design or redesign one minifigure, who would it be, or what would it be, and why? Personally, I think I'm at the point where I think I've decided that the Battle Droid needs to have a new iteration. The Battle Droid has been the same since 1999, bar the straight arm that they added in 2007, which is, you know, a very minor change. But the base of what the Battle Droid is has been exactly the same for 2 decades. So I'm at the point where if I was in charge of that type of thing, I would be redesigning the Battle Droid. Our second question comes from Phil, and he says, what is your ultimate setup or dream setup in the future for displaying LEGO? What ideas have you considered, or who else's do you like? I personally want to have glass display cases that don't allow dust in for as many sets as possible, because dust is the bane of my existence. I've also got this, like, for my dream setup, or what I've been doing right now and is kind of working towards that goal, I suppose, is I've actually got some organizers from Target and basically added all the years of minifigures onto there. So it basically is going to have one of every, like, minifigure from the right sets. Like, it's going to have the full collection of LEGO Star Wars minifigures at some point, or at least the full collection that I own, minus duplicates. So the idea with that setup is makes it a lot easier for me to access the minifigures I need when I need them, and it also allows me to, like, just have a nice organized minifigure collection of the amount of minifigures that came in sets in that year, if that makes sense. So no duplicates will be put into those year by year things, just the amount that would be released if you bought exactly one of every set. That's kind of the way I'm doing it. So I'm working towards a dream setup. I haven't really thought it all out in my head, but these are definitely a step towards that. I also do have drawers for Harry Potter, Lego Movie 2, and Marvel Superheroes, as well as some drawers just dedicated to, like, First Order Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers, like, of one type, so for my army stuff. So that'll also be easy to access in the future as well, which is pretty exciting. Multiplayers Plays says, when's the best time to get those sweet, savory discount Lego sets at larger retail stores? So I assume you're talking about clearance. Clearance can happen at any time. It does happen at any time, for that fact. It kind of happens more like monthly or bi-monthly, but the big times for me, like when you see it the most, are going to be like right after Christmas and of course like in July. Other than that, it just kind of happens slowly throughout the year. It's just one of those things where you're going to have to check your stores often if you want to get the best deals and you want to keep your eyes on stuff. Jack says, do you think in 2020 most of the sets will be the new Clone Wars? No, I don't think most of the sets will be the new Clone Wars. I think we're going to see a pretty even distribution of sets in 2020 as far as Clone Wars stuff, original stuff, like stuff from like the original trilogy or prequels, and then of course stuff from The Mandalorian and Episode 9. So I think we're going to get a bunch of sets from a bunch of different stuff. I don't think a majority of it will be anything in particular, so the answer to your question is no. Foxy says, hey Ryan, what do you think of the new Stranger Things set? So I don't watch Stranger Things at all. I have no idea anything about it other than there was the meme where people would drop their phone to the song of it or whatever, and it would do the mirror thing. It was a pretty cool, like, TikTok or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I don't know anything about Stranger Things. So yeah, the set looks kind of cool. It looks like it has some fun building techniques. It's not probably something I'm gonna end up buying. I have enough stuff to build already. Bricktip Studio says, what do you think of the Battle Pack's price change from $14.99 to $19.99? So I think the Battle Pack price change is temporary. I think it's only for that 20th anniversary Battle Pack because it has the extra minifigure and all the new Stormtroopers. I am assuming, I think it is assumed, that next year the Battle Packs will be $15 as usual, just like the ones that came out earlier this year were. Again, that's just like a special Battle Pack. It's not even, I don't know how to say it, but like it's not a battle pack that LEGO would have normally released. It's a special battle pack for the 20th anniversary. So I would expect the battle pack prices to go back down to $15. That was just a one-time thing. Sula says, do you think the sound quality or lighting quality is more important in a review? I mean, they're both more or less equally important. I would say lighting is really important though. Like, you can just turn off the audio, right? But you can't just turn off the picture. If I had to pick one, I would pick lighting. I think lighting is very important. You want to be able to see what you're looking at. You want it to look nice. You have to have it presented well. So having a nice look to something is important, and the lighting obviously is what is going to go towards that. Pepperick says, if I wanted to keep a build together permanently, can I weld pieces together? I'm going to say no on that one. I don't think you can weld Lego pieces together, but with that in mind, I think what you could do is glue them together, although that is highly frowned upon in the Lego community. Honestly, if you want to keep a build together permanently, just don't take it apart. Pro tip. Missile Pen says, what was your favorite class in school? Gym class. Martin says, did you ever work for Lego? No. Latchy2442 says, are you gonna buy a Steamboat Willie? Well, I have a question for you. Are you going to come out from under that rock you've been living under? Jared Flores says, have you looked at the Mirachi app? People on there are selling the Darth Vader bust for crazy amounts. So I personally don't have that app downloaded, but I do like get an ad for that app every once in a while. Tell me you should look at these Lego listings on there. And I'm like, no, not interested. I don't usually buy stuff on like apps like that. Cardinals14 says, what clone trooper that has not been made by Lego do you want to see? Galactic Marine, hands down. Watto Extreme says, you have to eliminate one from your life. Pizza, pasta, burgers, or Coke. This is a really easy answer for me because I don't eat burgers at all, so I'm going to eliminate that and keep eating pizza, pasta, and Coke. Stud Muffin Studio says, would you consider making a warehouse or Lego club thing with Just Too Good in Florida? Probably not. I mean, sharing maybe an office space would be the biggest extent of that. I don't know. I don't see anything like that ever happening, though. The funniest idea we've had, though, not Just Too Good and I, but Blaine's World and the Brickwiz and I, was the Lego Clout House based in Orlando, where Lego YouTubers live. We're gonna call it the Lego Clout House. Teitur Reviews says, what set do you think is remade too often? I would have to say the Snowspeeder due to constant remakes in multiple different scales. The Snowspeeder is a great answer to that question, although my answer is I just have this deep-seated hatred for all the Naboo starfighters that Lego has put out, except the UCS one. That one was good. The rest of them are just overpriced the 2007 one was alright. The rest of them, for the most part, are just like overpriced garbage, and it's been a disappointment. I think the 2011 model does not get enough hate for how overpriced it was. I think it was like 318 pieces for $50, and it was just like the most garbage Lego set for $50 ever, so that was a rough one. The Snowspeeder is a good answer, however, I would argue in favor of the Snowspeeder because it is such a popular ship, it's from such a popular movie, and such a popular scene from that movie that I can kind of get it. Like, there needs to be a Snowspeeder on the shelf a lot. Like, I understand that. It's a cool ship. As much as all the remakes are pretty much the same, I think it's kind of alright. Pancake Face says, what got you interested in Lego? I mean, one day I just had a Lego set and I liked it. There wasn't, like, I was 4 years old. But honestly, I would say what's kept me interested in Lego is Star Wars. Although, I like a lot more Lego themes now. Like, I don't just like Star Wars anymore. I'm branching out. Like, I'm enjoying Lego for more than just Star Wars, and have been for the past few years, I would say. Kind of goes both ways, though, as far as Star Wars and Lego. Like, Star Wars keeps me interested in Lego, and Lego keeps me interested in Star Wars, and it's a great symbiotic relationship between Lego and Star Wars. That's why I love Lego Star Wars so much, and I still also love all these other Lego themes, and I love, like, it's great. I don't really know how to answer that, because I don't know what got me interested in it. I just started playing with it one day when I was young, I guess. Padawan of Christ says, do you think Lego would ever make Tomb Raider sets? No, because Lucasfilm is very anti-Tomb Raider. Dylan something says, hey Ryan, do you think the LEGO Avengers Endgame sets were accurate to the movie? Not really. I don't really think a lot of them were accurate. The motorcycle set just wasn't in the movie. The compound battle, kinda, sorta. The Grey Hulkbuster, whose name escapes me right now, I don't think was in the movie either. The Avengers Ultimate Quinjet, I'm pretty sure wasn't in the movie, although the orange version of that was. And what's the other set that they came out with? I think that's it, right? There was 5, so yeah, there wasn't a lot of the sets in the movie where I was just like, oh hey, I have that already. Nah, didn't happen. Hawking Plays says, Ryan, do you think LEGO will make a Bad Batch Battle Pack or include them in any LEGO sets? If so, which ones? I mean, honestly, I hope they throw Bad Batch in like a Republic gunship. I mean, a Battle Pack would be nice, kind of like what they did with the Inferno Squad, but I just see that as so cheap for Bad Batch. Like, I would be shocked if they actually did that. Maybe if they put them in like a $30 or $40 play set. I don't really know what they're gonna do with it. I mean, honestly, like I said, like a Republic gunship, right? Like some sort of big Republic vehicle would be the way for me. But it's it's really up to them, I guess. The Ace of Bricks has a joke for us. He says, what did the USA say in World War II? It's over, Japanican. I have the high ground. Oof. Alistair Coldbeck says, do you collect any other collectibles other than Lego? For example, pop figures. No, I don't. He also says, what is your favorite Call of Duty Zombies map? Easily Kino der Toten. I have some good memories on that map. Quentin says, do you like roller coasters? No. And what is my opinion on skydiving? Considering I broke my arm indoor skydiving at Anton's 16th or 15th birthday party, my opinion on skydiving is that it's not fun and I don't want to ever do it. Cookie Power says, what LEGO Star Wars remake do you think was the worst? This question might have been answered already. Also, do you prefer the new capes over the old thin ones? I don't think the old ones were particularly thin. They were just more brittle. But I would say I like the new capes more just because they are softer and I don't think they're going to wear as badly over time. I've done a video on this of like top 10 worst remakes, but some of them that come off the top of my head are like the Republic fighter tank. Didn't love the new version of that, although people will argue with me, oh, but it's more accurate. I don't care. It's not as good as the original one, regardless. Also, the new Sandcrawler kind of sucks from like a size perspective. And I think I'll also throw the 2014 MTT in there. It was a major, major downsize from that thing right there. The absolute behemoth, the unit. That was the 2007 MTT. Nick wants to know, how often do you spend your VIP points? Do you save them or do you spend them right away? I'm going to put a poll up here. You guys can vote right now whether you save your VIP points up to buy one thing all at once with your VIP points, or if you just spend them like $5 or $10 at a time as you earn them. For me personally, I usually do spend them as I earn them, $5 or $10 at a time, because ultimately it doesn't matter when you use them. You're getting the same amount anyway. That being said, it would kind of feel cool if you saved up like $200 in VIP points and got like a, UCS set for free at some point in a year. Like, that would be a neat experience, but it's not something I have like the willpower to do. Maybe I'll try to save some VIP points and make a big purchase with just VIP points in the future. That might be fun, but for me personally, I usually just spend them as I get them because it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. Lego Master 3000 says, have you ever heard of Nebraska Brick Days? I didn't know people lived in Nebraska. Susanna Adams has a joke for us. They said, why you shouldn't ask Yoda for money? He's always a little bit short. Yikes. Delasha Studios says, will you ever do a series dedicated to only memes and not put the memes in Ask MandRproductions? Probably not. I mean, M&R Memes has a nice ring to it. That's like the segment of this, but I don't think like I want to do like just a full meme show every week. That being said, I need to make LEGO Star Wars Meme Sets 3. Maybe this weekend. I'll try to get that done for you guys. OP Potato says, can you make a comparison video of all the 20th anniversary collectible figs side by side to the originals? Yes, I'm going to do that once I open all my 1999 sets, because that has some of the figures that I need to compare. But yeah, I'm going to compare them with the old one. That's why I haven't done a video of all 20th anniversary minifigs, because I want to do it with the original figs side by side. Nick says, why do you like the misprinted Lego items? I just think they're unique to have. Like, I really just like having the unique things from Lego, and that's something that I think a lot of people can relate to as like collectors. Like, it's just a unique thing to collect that, only you can have it if it's misprinted, because it's more or less one of a kind, so it's fun to have. Sega says, do you make your bed every day in the morning, or do you make it when you're about to shoot a video? No, I make my bed every morning when I wake up and get out of bed. Like, that's the first thing I do in the morning. I just make my bed, because honestly, if you don't make your bed, that's like, if your bed's not made, your room automatically looks like trash. Your room can never look good if your bed's not made. So always make my bed. Makes my room look way cleaner. Helps me stay like focused doing stuff throughout the day. I can't even imagine, like, it's been years since my bed has just not been made during a day, so I can't even imagine like how crazy I would go just seeing it in a mess every day. So no, I do have it made every morning. I don't just make it up for videos. It's something I just do. It feels good. Our Asmus 11 says, what is one Lego item you would like to splurge on but know it's too expensive? I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff, like the gold C-3PO that's like 1 of 5. Like, there are some things that are obviously like way out of the price range of many people unless you win the lottery or have some crazy job. Like stuff like that. I mean, stuff that like I think about now, like maybe the older UCS Falcon, while it's not too expensive, like it's definitely in my price range. It's just like, do I really want to spend $800 on something like that right now? So it's one of those things where I just want to kind of wait until I like move out or whatever and then pick up stuff like the older UCS Star Destroyer, knowing there's a new one coming out later this year. I just want to kind of wait for that price to go down, but I'd like to have them both so I can compare them, stuff like that. I mean, there's not a lot of Lego sets that are out of the price range that I'd be willing to spend that I want. Anyway, that's all the questions we have for this week. If you guys have a question you want answered next week, leave in the comments section below. Let's go ahead and take a look at our M&R memes of the week. You can submit your memes on the M&R Productions subreddit, link below. It is meme time. Here we go. Looking at the hot post, it says Ryan Amazon Echo.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's Blaze Pizza time. This is great.
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things. All you have to do is ask.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
I have no connection to the actual building. It's a cool building, I guess.
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
It is 6:30 a.m. It is 6:30 a.m. It is 6:30 a.m.
Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
This is M&R News.
Echo loves to play music.
I just wanna follow.
Alexa, define annoying.
The Brick Queen and the Brick Titan.
Example, my brother.
And with the companion app, you can access Echo from...
To experience Echo, go to amazon.com/echo.
Because that would be a simple solution to a simple problem. And, you know, we just don't have that around here. I just want to always have problems going on.
Now a brick deck video.
I don't understand that ending, the Brick Deck thing, but thank you, Matthew Hans. That was incredible. I will link the whole video down below. This one says, you have no idea what cold even is. Oh, I know that's a common theme. Ryan, it's cold today. It's only 45. Allow us to introduce ourselves. It's the VeggieTales, bro. You brought VeggieTales onto my subreddit. How dare you? A day in the life of MandRproductions. That's a great mock. Oh my god, dude. Upvote. You all get upvotes. Everyone gets upvotes today. Ryan asked for SpongeBob memes, and we gave him some. Next year will be our last chance for Clone Wars sets. It's not going to be the last chance. There will be more Clone Wars sets no matter what. Ryan joins Sponge Avengers. Oh, man. So are you sure you want this? Oh, my God. I love it. That's beautiful. Great job, dude. That's hilarious. Had to do it. Making a File First Battle Pack. Waiting for a File First Battle Pack. Ah, I got you. This is what actually would happen, though? What? What? Wait, what? Now I get it. That's okay. If you get it, comment below. I get it. That's funny. All right, M&R's Sacrifice Infinity War parody. Punishments for Ryan after failing his Lego challenge. Dude, this is great. This is when he throws Gamora off the edge.
I'll save you.
I was not ready for that. I didn't know how that was going to wrap up, but that's a good way to wrap up. We want a File First Battle Pack. If you make your caption, we want a File First Battle Pack, Ryan will click on your... You got me there. That's a good one, though. M&R rants. Target doesn't give Ryan the Lego sets he wants. Ryan, you dare oppose me, mortal? Oh my god. I'm still saving up for the Tantive 4, though. Lego releases new Harry Potter sets, Lego City sets, and Friends sets. Everyone else this summer. Nothing in the wallet. Dude, that's so true. There's so many good Lego sets right now. Ryan, we need new UCS sets ideas. Remake Super Star Destroyer. Remake the X-Wing. Make an A-Wing. Oh my god, it's so true. They need to make an A-Wing. Why haven't they made an A-Wing? It really be like that then and now. Yeah, I guess so. It does really be like that. And that is going to do it for this week's episode of Ask MandRproductions. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you have a question, joke, or meme for next week, leave it in the appropriate place. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week on Ask MandRproductions 78. Although I hope you watch some of my other videos, so I see you maybe tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day.